going to chat through the winning content or winning topic that people wanted to know about. And there were actually two winning topics. They were like neck and neck the entire time, but I am choosing to only talk about one of them right now. So the one that won was about my content goal or content goals and how I do content, and then also just my general 2025 goals. So I'm going to talk more about my 2025 goals, and I'm going to start with Andrew's breakdown of how he does his goals, because I actually positioned my 2025 goals to align with his like moonshot mandate and missions framework. So he just broke down what each category meant. So like if if you want to fill up the mandates category, those are things that you must do. Your missions category, those are things that might be challenging, but you can still do them and it'll help you get out of your comfort zone for the year. And then your moonshots are like really, really big things that you want to do in 2025. So that's exactly what I did and how I set up my goals for the year. The way that he does it, he does 5 mandates, 3 missions, and 1 moonshot. But for my 2025 goals, I did 6 mandates, 3 missions, and 2 moonshots. So you can do whatever you want, but that's just the way that I wanted to set mine up. And then what I further did with mine was that all my mandates are like personal development and wellness focused. So personal development and wellness focused. And then my missions are all work related. So career and work focused. And then my moonshots is split 50-50. One is like a personal dev goal, and then one is like a work goal. So I'll walk you through my goals, and then I'll walk you through how I stay like focused on those goals. So my 6 mandates are my personal dev and wellness focus goals. I want new sources of information. So I listen to a lot of books on audiobooks. I listen to a bunch of different type of podcasts. And then I'm also always reading different like Substacks and articles and things that I come across. So I want to diversify even more the type of content that I read, and I want to be a little bit more consistent on specific topics and sources of content. So, like, I don't want to just be sporadic about reading. So, that's why I put my 6 new sources of information. Weekly workouts. A lot of people don't work out when they give themselves hard workout goals. So, I decided to just say weekly workouts or weekly movement. Weekends, no work. I cannot work on the weekends. And if I'm working on the weekends, that means I'm not following my mandates for the year. Another mandate was like being in bed by 11:30 with no phone, creating weekly. So in the city that I live in, we have weekly free creative workshops, and I go to them weekly. So this keeps me aligned with my goal. And then if you're like work from home or you're like really in a flow when you're working, you forget to eat sometimes. That's me. So eat. That's just on my on my list, and it's a mandate for myself. My missions, and these are all personal. So like when you are building out your mandates, mission, and moonshots, you can do whatever you want. But this is just how I decided to separate mine. My missions: paid to travel and sponsor tickets to conferences. Like that is a mission and goal of mine in my career and workspace. Um, I'm working very hard to land enterprise contracts for a tool that I'm building. It's an AI powered career development tool. So that is a mission that I have for this year. And then monetizing my content and my audience is also another mission I have for the year. All of those career and work related. And as you can tell, all of the things that I've listed have to do with my own individual brand and business. But for you, it could be like a promotion, it could be something else that you have that you want to reach in your career. Do whatever you want. And then my moonshots. So my moonshots, I have a topic that I like to talk about called We Are All Nepo Babies. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. I did it last week. But I want to do a TEDx talk about that. I think now more than ever, a lot of people need to tap into their Nepo baby energy. So it's a really fun topic. So I think it'd be a really fun one to do at TEDx. So that is on my moonshot list. And then I have a concept called the workplace split, and it is how often you want to work, and when you are working, what does your work schedule look like? How much are you working? How many days are you working? Things like that. And then the play side of it is how you want to play and what do you want to be doing when you're not working. So my basic workplace split is 6 months on, 6 months off. So 6 months working for money, 6 months off spending my time on my passions and my pursuits and not worrying about making money to survive. That's my workplace split. So that's how I went through Andrew's framework. Like I sat here, I listened, I read his framework, and then I looked at his examples on like the things that he put under his like mandates, missions, and moonshots. And then I looked at my own life and I was like, okay, what do I want to be doing in my own life? And that is how I arranged my mandates, missions, and moonshots. So the part about how I stay like on task, I use ChatGPT. ChatGPT has like a weekly task filter now. So like if you let's see, let's do a new chat. So if you do a new chat, it used to be over here, but I guess they moved it. So now I think oh, it's here. So now it's here. You can do GPT-4 with scheduled tasks. It's in beta right now, but it works perfectly. I've been using it. But once you click on that, you talk to it like you would normally do the chat and you tell it what weekly task you want them to send you every single week. So what I did was I loaded up ChatGPT with my list of mandates, missions, and moonshots. And then I said every single week at a specific time, you will send me one task or a couple of tasks to do that relates to my mandates, missions, and moonshots. And every single week on Wednesday at like 8 a.m. or 10 a.m., it's one of those times, they send me an email and tell me that my weekly tasks are ready. So it goes into a weekly task like folder. ChatGPT has folders now. I don't know if this is just for premium, but I have premium, so I have access to this feature. But like they have a list of like projects that you can create. And when you create a weekly task, it automatically adds that to your project list. And then when you want to view your weekly task, it stays in the same chat that you use to even create your task. So this is my task for the week. Every single week, ChatGPT gives me a mandate that I need to be working on. They give me a suggestion on how I can work on that, and then same thing. They give it to me for my mission. Then they give me a suggestion. Then they give me my moonshot. Then they give me a suggestion. So I'm gonna be honest. I've done a few of these, and the way that I programmed this is like I didn't want to work super hard to follow through on my goals. So like I made sure to tell ChatGPT to give me real things that I can be looking into every single week. So for instance, one of my mandates was to consume new types of content. And I actually don't watch a lot of documentaries. I listen to podcasts. But ChatGPT gave me the suggestion to watch Inside of Bill's Brain on Netflix to learn more about like problem solving and leadership. And then they also told me to listen to Tim Ferriss's show. I listened to Tim Ferriss before, but I don't listen to him often. So this is a good reminder to go back and like check out what he's been talking about recently. Um, another Another thing that was on my list for my missions was to attend conferences. Um, and then they're giving me like suggestions on how I can get sponsored to go to conferences. So like they're telling me to look at specific grants and pitch competitions, which is really smart because if you sign up for a pitch competition and you get accepted to pitch, they normally pay or they normally fund your way to that conference. So that's a really good idea. And then it told me to look at certain websites. So it says like Open Grants and Substacks Fellowship, because they give you funding. And then my moonshots. So my moonshot that they focused on in this particular area or this particular week was my Nepo Baby um, TED Talk or TEDx talk. And then they told me to just like practice. So like they told me to join Toastmasters, to practice my speaking. And then they told me to also join like smaller local TEDx events, to pitch my idea. So I think they give really good tasks, and it's not overwhelming. Like these are things, the suggestions that they gave are things that I could accomplish in a week, which is why I like using the task function, because like if you leave it up to me, I'm not going to, I might forget, or I might not dive into different parts of my goals if it's only left up to me. So this is like an accountability buddy, and that is how I built my goals for 2025. That's how I built them, and this is how I stay on top of all my goals for 2025. Um, and that's it. Like it's super simple. It's not that detailed. And I've also made like a bingo card. Like it's a physical bingo card, and it is a it's like a physical bingo card and mood board slash vision board all in one, and it's in like a book format. So I'll go get it really fast so that I can show you what it looks like. Um, if I find it. I don't know where it is. Okay, wait. Oh, I had things that I was still working on in it. Okay. I'll show and tell it really quickly. And it's not complete, but it's another reminder to do my task. So this is my bingo card. I don't know if you can see it, but my bingo card has all of the same like missions, moon shots, and mandates on this bingo card. The front cover is all of my wellness and professional development or personal development things, and then it's a book. So the back cover is all of my career related things. So I wanted to keep my career and my personal life separate. That is a goal of mine. So that's what I did. And then I created individual pages that represent the different things that I want to accomplish throughout the year. So this one's like the content, like the sources of content, because I have books that I would like to read, and like different quotes and things that represent like consuming new content. Um, and then I have like open pages like this. Whoop. There, the background is weird, but I have open pages like this. And this one like symbolizes working out. So this would be a good page for me to like write down workouts that I actually like to do so that I can stay consistent with moving weekly. Um, and then this is another page. So it's a page for like adventures and things. So like if I am going to conferences, these are pages that I can leave notes and quotes and different things that I learned at that conference. And I have like a fun little score keeper over here. So like I can, every single time I go to a conference or something, or I achieve one of those goals from my work related goals, I can leave a little mark and a little note. So, I mean, just have fun with your goals. That is what normally I do, like vision boards, but vision boards can be a little bit boring. So, like, I like the idea of doing the missions, mandates, and moonshots, and then having fun with them. So, like, creating a separate bingo card that also has those same tasks on them. And then in my case, I created like a little mini booklet, that I also decorated the pages to remind me. And for like, it's a space for me to take notes and stuff too on all the goals that I'm reaching. So that is it. It's super easy. Like, have fun with your goals. And just use tools like ChatGPT or another tool that can send you weekly reminders and weekly suggestions as well that will help you actually achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve. So that's it. If you have any questions or if you need any advice on how to set goals or how to use like ChatGPT's weekly feature, just send me a message on LinkedIn. But yeah, that's it. Super easy. And send me your goals. Like if, especially if you use like the moonshot mandate emissions goal format, I want to know. Like send it to me. So bye.